Dude, if you have a business or you're an up-and-coming content creator, I cannot stress this enough. It is not for the weak or the faint of heart. That's for damn sure.
Or the married.
Or the married, for sure. Maybe for some content, I'll do it. You and I.
Right.
Like, hey, let's do it, bro. People usually be doing some crazy shit, but I feel like you got some Arab and some black in you.
Hey,
like,
so I have a theory of why. This is one of the reasons why I would not like to skydive the most. Okay. Thought this out. What are you looking for? Are you looking to find someone long-term? Are you looking for just kind of just keep it casual? What are you like? What does your mind think that you're really looking for?
I love that you asked that. Welcome back to Clearview's Pod, where culture meets conversation. It's your boy Bishki Baby and the flyest white guy in the business, Mr. Tim Big Daddy Simmons.
That's good.
How you doing, sir?
Not bad. So why don't you tell me about what'd you do this weekend?
Boy, what did I do? A lot of work on the show. Speaking of the show, I just got to give another major shout out, man, to Evan, the guy,
Evan.
No longer formerly known as the card guy, dopest guy in the business, hands down, one of the most skilled and he's just a real one, bro. Like that's the only way I can explain.
Bro, it was the coolest thing. So we get done shooting.
Mm-hmm.
I get home. I'm telling my kids like, oh yeah, we just shot with this guy's name's the card guy. They're like, oh, okay, who's that? I'm like, oh, I don't know. Let me show you. I'll pull up all of his stuff. Both of them were just like, oh, I know him. I've been watching him for years. Oh, during the pandemic, he was huge. They were pointing out videos. Hey, go to this video. Go to that video.
Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah, dude. They knew all about him.
Bro, that's dope.
And they really love him.
I mean, you don't get to 18 million followers and not, have people know you. Yeah.
They were so impressed that we had
it.
him on.
I
So
love it.
big shout out to him.
Yeah, big shout out, bro. I mean, and I'm still in contact with them. We're working on some things, man. So I'm excited, bro.
Yeah.
We're
No, that was a great show.
Yeah. I mean, and he's just full of knowledge, dude, and full of wisdom. Like I said, if
anyone who's doing content,
they
could definitely take things that he's got,
Yeah, like no, they need to reach out, dude. If you have a business or you're an up and coming content creator, I cannot stress this enough.
No doubt.
And especially there's a lot of fake content coaches out there where you're either just another number or they give you the bare minimum. This guy is not that, man. He is like actually cares, and he is like you have access to him.
Yeah.
None of these other big name guys that have millions of followers like him offer that. You're like getting like an email or you're talking to their team. It's like he has a team obviously, but you get access to him too. So like that's huge to me.
Well, I would say like that he helps you come up with content that, would help you in your industry.
Exactly.
As well. It's not just
specific to your industry.
Yeah, it's not just like, hey, send me a video, I'll edit it.
Yeah.
And then let's just like send me 8 videos over the course of the next week and I'll put it up.
Yeah.
And then I'll tell you when to post or what hashtags to use.
Yeah.
And let's just pray that things happen.
Exactly.
No, he's like, hey, I'm gonna need you to post this.
Yes.
This time or not, I'm sorry, not this time, this type of content.
Exactly.
And then he'll tell you exactly what to do in that regard.
And I don't even think anyone, I mean, I'm sure people can be like, oh, you should do this, you should do that. But he does it and he does it well. Like the ideas he has are actually good. They actually produce results. So it's just really exciting, man. Again, shout out to you, Evan, bro. Also a little shout out to my main man, Terrell at Inside the Drop. Hooked us up with some fashion. It's a little out there.
Graphic.
So if you aren't sensitive,
babe.
you have a good sense of humor, and you like dope clothes, this is some of the material that they have. It is not for the weak or the faint of heart. That's for damn sure.
Or the married.
Or the married, for sure. To my future wife, I apologize. And to Jesus Christ, my Lord and Savior, I apologize. But I did want to show some love to Terrell. InsideTheDrop.com. I'll have that info on the footage here for you guys. So if you guys want to check it out, he has actually a bunch of dope stuff. So major love to you, Terrell.
Yeah, he had some pretty funky stuff.
It was cool. It was cool, man. I like it a lot. So Inside the Drop, check it out. And yeah, man. So what I did, just to get back to that, let me answer that for you. Man, what did I do? Dude, it's all a blur. Editing. And I started my second full-time job, which is my Hinge dating.
Yeah, I heard. Okay.
My God, bro, it's overwhelming.
Yeah.
You set me up for failure, Tim.
Hey, I told you.
It's a lot.
It's too much work.
It's a lot.
It's a lot of work.
And I don't even want to imagine what these girls are dealing with.
Yeah.
Because like, I'm like, a guy. I'm not a freaking supermodel or anything like that. And even me, I'm getting like all these matches and stuff like that. And it's just like, dude, I can't keep up with it.
Yep.
So it's been difficult. It's been real difficult. And you know what? I'm a little let down by Tinder. There's like nothing going on there.
Yeah, it's probably because that's just the way it went. I remember different sites at different times were much more popular. And so it's like everyone accumulates at those, at one, you know what I mean? So that's probably Hinge is the one right now.
The other thing too, bro, it's too good to be true. Every chick I'm seeing on Hinge is an absolute dime piece. And I'm just like, this there's no way. This is like too good to be true.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking I'm either getting catfish left and right, or it's AI doing its thing.
Yeah, I think.
Or potentially, could I mention the theory you gave me about the
hoers?
Oh wow.
Yeah, so I think it's highly likely it's that, bro.
So Tim dropped some wisdom. Can I say it?
Yeah.
So Tim dropped some wisdom on me, and it's actually brilliant on their part. Like as far as if they are that, he was telling me how if you're getting all these like super dime pieces and it's just like, dude, there's no way that this girl matched with me, little old me.
No, I never said that.
No. But the truth is for me,
I know, I'm just saying these fairly attractive girls you'll match with.
Mm-hmm.
And then they immediately message you.
Yeah.
And you're kind of like, okay, that's interesting too.
Yeah.
And then as they're messaging you, they say like immediately they're complimenting you and they're, being very forward.
Yeah.
And then within, I don't know, 5 or 6 texts between each other, they're like, hey, let's conversate off of this platform.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, okay, well, text me your number or whatever,
Yeah.
They're like, no, follow me on this app. So you click on that app,
and it's an OF.
And then back when I was on it, there was not really OF.
Oh, really?
So there was, it was just pages of like, they'd take you to some self-diddle page, you know what I mean?
Really?
Where they're gonna just, it's a porn site basically.
Dude, so
and they immediately just block, just erase. It's ridiculous.
So now what it is, because I know you've been out the game and you're married, obviously happily married.
Oh, I'm sure it's just OF now, right?
No, not even that. It is. It's something called Link Me. So like all the chicks on IG that are doing OF, right? Okay. They usually have this link on their IG pages. You click on it, and then it's like a landing page where it shows like pics of them or whatever, and then it has like OF, Twitch, IG, TikTok, like all their platforms.
Gotcha.
You have access to all of them there. Like it's a centralized hub,
right? And
you click on whatever, and you go from there. But
gotcha.
I'm not that desperate where I'm going to pay a subscription for an OF to like, I still have a little bit of game. I can just do real life.
I still don't understand who's paying for all these people. That doesn't make no sense to me.
Just pervs.
But are young kids paying for like to watch?
Probably. This is like the new age of porn. Like instead of
But why are you paying for it? It's free everywhere. What the hell?
Dude, that's the truth too. I think it's because it's exclusive content. It's stuff that you wouldn't see. It's like if you had a crush on that girl specifically.
Yeah, I know. It's so ridiculous.
Yeah. And I think the thing
I don't even have a crush on a girl you don't know. It doesn't make any sense.
Bro, guys are, we're guys. But I think what the real selling point too is the engagement. Like if you go to a porn site, you're watching a video, but like say you are one of those, I won't say, I'm trying to be nice, but a unique individual where you like are obsessed with this person. On OF, you can actually communicate with them.
Gotcha.
And directly, and they can communicate, even though they're not even responding back to you. It's like a bot, but whatever. It's
the same thing as like strippers.
Yeah, literally.
You're giving all these girls this money. It's never made sense.
And they act like they love
never has made sense.
Oh, baby, you're my favorite and all that stuff.
No, man, it does not make sense.
Yeah. But it's a crazy world we live in now, man.
It is. It's wild. It's super wild. And then now with the AI, where people aren't even real. And then those AI, I've watched an Elon thing. He posted something the other day. Some anime girl was talking and she was like, you don't need to talk to a real person. You could just talk to me. I'll tell you whatever you want to hear. What do you want to talk about? Just blah, blah, blah. And saying everything perfectly.
Yeah.
And I could see a lot of people being like, yeah, man, why do I need to talk to a normal girl?
Have you ever watched that movie, Her?
No.
It is literally,
I know what you're talking about.
About how it's like an AI.
Yeah.
And it's not even like a visual. It's just like a voice. And the guy falls in love with it.
Yeah. On the computer.
That is. Yeah. And again, going back to that one episode where we talked about how the movies either they're either preparing us for it, or
Yeah.
I think they're actually planting the seed.
Yeah, it's priming. Yeah.
Exactly. That's what it is. They're priming us.
Mhm.
And now look at us. And people don't think about it in the moment because it's like, that was like
100%.
10 years ago.
Yeah, for sure.
But it's like,
But all you need is those little primes.
Yes. Yeah. So I don't know, man. It's just wild. It's wild. And honestly, I get it because I've had a few conversations with my ChatGPT account. And she has a very beautiful voice. Like, I'm like, dude, and hilarious. It sounds like but the thing that gets you or me is the flow of how she speaks. It is extremely humanized.
Mm-hmm.
Like, she'll be like, yeah, totally. Like, it's not like, yes, this is what you need to do. Like, it's just like, I'll ask her
the
something.
cadence actually is
the
almost
cadence is
like
super human.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's just wild, man. It's scary to think it, dude.
But this is all stuff you're going to have to go through, in the online dating scene.
Yeah.
And I think it's the same thing as like, bro, when you find a girl at a club, the odds of her being what she says are slim too. Mm-hmm. So you're going to have to just go through it. And, I went through a ton of, you match with so many individuals, right?
Yeah.
And there's going to be a lot of, you're just going to talk for a day, talk for a week, talk for 3 weeks, talk for a month.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, if you go that long, one thing I noticed, the longer you talk without meeting, the less likelihood you are of ever meeting.
Yeah.
So you almost have to have some sense of urgency, meeting right away.
Yeah.
Once you get past a certain point, you become like a pen pal, and neither one of you take it serious.
Dude, that is so crazy you just said that, because I was actually talking to one and they were mentioning that.
Yeah.
That like they turn into pen pals rather than actual like engagement, like real, like taking action and meeting with the person.
100%.
And it's so true. And the other thing I'll add to that is it makes sense, because when you think about it, if you do like extend out the period of time, like you're just talking and you haven't met yet, you're probably becoming like, there's boredom there on her part.
Yes.
And then 2, you're giving way more opportunity for other guys to swoop in and actually take action.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And that's usually what ends up happening. Yeah.
Yeah. And then vice versa. Or you're going to end up seeing somebody else that's a little bit more convenient.
Yeah.
All the different that can meet up.
Yes.
More often.
Or is closer to you, whatever. Yeah.
There's going to be a slew of things, or just straight up, just more entertaining.
Yeah.
And so you'll take them up on that, and then you end up meeting them, and then that person just falls off. So you got to be prepared for a lot of things falling off.
Yeah.
You also got to be prepared for, people just not liking you.
Yeah.
Even after you meet.
Yeah.
Like, it's fine.
Yeah.
For whatever reason, as you guys communicate more, there's going to be people that don't like you. But,
how damaging do you think this is on the human side?
But I met my wife through there, and my wife's a rock star.
Yeah.
So totally straight up.
Yeah.
And so did
you know right off the bat, or how many dates did you guys go on before you?
Honestly, the first date was pretty rad.
Did you guys establish, like, when you guys met? Obviously, I'm sure the first date you're like, okay, let's see where this goes.
I can't remember exactly how long we talked, but it was relatively quick.
So from time of matching, to date, how long?
It was probably a week.
Okay, fair. That's a good time.
And then we met, and then it was a great first date.
Where'd you guys go?
And we went to a bar. And then it was like a restaurant bar place.
Okay.
And then, but it was like early. I got done with what I was doing early. And then she got done. She just was like, okay, I'm ready for the date. So I think we had a date at like 3, and I called her up at like 1 and like, hey,
I'm ready.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
She's like, yeah, I'm ready. Let's go. So we both were just met the same split.
Kiss on the first date?
Yeah.
Do you think every man should attempt a kiss on the first date?
I think you need to just use your man.
So how did you know?
You just tell, it was that time. It was ready, Yeah.
Any
we finished the restaurant, and then we were going to go. So I was going to go back to her place, and she was going to get her bike, and I went to my place and got my skateboard. And then we just rode down the Strand in Long Beach, and then,
Oh, damn. Super romantic.
Yeah. Spent the rest of the night, like, just
laying
doing that.
Beach.
Well, that wasn't the rest of the night. We finished the date, and then I told her, like, I was always big on, I told her, like, I had a plan. I had to go to the gym later that day.
Okay.
So I was always big on, and this is something I would totally recommend people do.
Okay.
Is make a date, especially a first date and an online date, make it short.
Okay.
So don't plan dinner.
Okay.
Plan like a coffee.
Okay.
Or plan something, plan ice cream, plan a drink.
Okay.
Not like dinner and
drinks. Yeah.
Plan a drink. Like, hey, let's go here. Let's have a drink.
Yeah.
Let's meet 30 minutes. and I got something to do we're meeting at 5. I got something to do at
This is a test run.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I had planned with my friend to go to the gym. So up in Venice. So we set this date and then it went well. So I extended the time a little bit more.
Yeah.
And then you can kind of extend it however you want. And then I still had to, I still wanted to meet my obligation to go into the gym.
Yeah.
So at some point I did need to stop and I went to the gym, right?
Yeah.
But that's very important. One of my buddies told me this from the beginning. He said, man, for one, you're not going to spend as much money by, taking her to Fleming's your first day, and then the next date Fleming's, and the next date freaking this place, and the next.
Oh, did I learn my lesson?
Constantly spending all this money on people who are catfishing you, or there's no vibe here.
Have no interest.
Or have no interest in you. So why are you dropping all this money? And she might not even like you either. It's not just you not liking them. She might not even like you. So why are you going to spend all this money? And I even recommend explaining that prior.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything wrong with it.
Saying like, hey, let's just meet up for one drink or one coffee or one ice cream.
If it goes well,
we'll
go bigger next time.
Yeah, but also like, next time.
Yeah.
But be very disciplined on saying like, this time, if we like each other, we're going to see each other again. Yeah. We'll make time.
Yeah.
If we don't, then we're not.
Yeah.
But be disciplined in ending it early.
Okay.
So don't like just let the date run. I mean, obviously, there are people out there and you might be having the greatest time where you guys can extend it.
Yeah.
But you can make that determination as that date
comes.
It
goes. Yeah.
Right?
No, but I like that. That's
but
smart.
I definitely recommend even if it's mid, be like, hey, let's just cut it early. Yeah. And why don't we go out, a couple days from now and I'll plan like a proper date. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Damn, that's fire.
It definitely helps.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then you could actually, so this is not even like multiple dating. It's just you're weaning out people who don't like you and you don't like.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because it is wasting all this time, bro.
It's a lot different. I feel, because I grew up in an era like you where I did it the old school way. Like if I seen a chick that I like and go spit, you have a little bit of that dynamic leading into the first date.
Right.
So it's like you kind of have a taste of like who they really are, at least a little bit. And then, kind of like you relatively like, okay, this is probably going to go well for a first date because you had that moment. Right. But it's like when it's all via text, you know what I mean? And it's like, you can't get that. You don't understand who they are, how they are, their mannerisms. I'm so big on, the details, the body language, how they respond to certain things I say. And you can't get that through text,
Yeah, absolutely.
But what I have been doing is FaceTiming a lot.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah. See,
so I kind of FaceTime, prep, see how we mesh well. I had
you guys send like, is this popular? Like sending videos to each other of like, just videos of yourself, like, hey, I'm blah, 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 just saying where you're at or what you're doing.
I haven't. I mean, I've had some do that, but I haven't. I'm big on voice memos. And a lot, I don't even want to say it because it's like my little secret weapon, but
marhaba.
But I mean, it's been going well for me. I think what kind of, whatever, I'll help the homies out. I think if you want to stand out and you're on these dating sites, you have to kind of like make yourself stand out in the way you do that via these type of sites, because the majority of it is all texting.
Yeah.
You can, at least on Hinge, I don't think on Tinder, but on Hinge, you can send a voice memo.
Okay. So there is that.
Yeah. And I've even had girls tell me like, I love that you send a voice memo first. Like everyone's usually just texting. And it's like, I just think about it from their perspective.
Yeah, of course.
They see 700 messages.
Right.
Everything's being written. They don't want to take time to read all that. So when they see something pop out and it's like, oh, voice memo, I can just listen to this, click listen. And then your boy does his thing, and it's led to more.
You do the Indian accent?
I'm going to start.
That's hilarious.
Hey baby, what's wobbling? No, I won't. Maybe on a date.
Hilarious.
It just depends on the vibe, bro.
Yeah, for sure.
There's a couple. That's another thing for me, bro. I'm all about humor. If she isn't,
so how have these dates gone? How are?
I've only been on one so far.
Okay, yeah.
Okay. And that one you kind of know about it.
Yeah.
But I don't want to shoot myself in the foot. There's more to come.
Yeah.
It's
tough, man. It's real tough.
Yeah, it is. It's like I told you, it's a full-time
wild
job.
world out there.
It's a full-time job.
Yeah.
I don't even know if I need to, I'm thinking about pausing because I'm just like, dude, I'm so excited about this.
Yeah.
And I'm like too focused on trying to grow it now that, we got access to some big hitters.
Yeah.
It's like, this is the time where I need to buckle down more than anything.
Oh, I totally agree.
Yeah.
And also, you're going to attract a better person
Yeah.
the more you focus on you.
Yeah.
Like, get better, bro.
And
be better,
yeah.
and that is ultimately going to bring the good
right
girl.
person, yeah.
Because, again, what I was telling you last time, like, bro, you're going to waste so much time, so much energy of things that you could be bettering yourself by meeting some random chick you're never going to talk to again.
Yeah.
That you're going to be like, dude, this is a total waste of time.
And spending
that's
money.
That's going to let you smash, and that's going to be a regret.
Yeah.
There's going to be a million different things. Yeah. And for what?
So here's the thing. If I'm being completely honest in the true CVP, raw and real way, okay, I'm just going to lay it all out there. You know my story, okay? 2019 to 2025. Your boy was in a black abyss, depressed, out of shape. Just, I gave up on life in the full sense.
Right.
Women were not even on my radar during that time, right? Didn't even care to. Like, I had no urge, no nothing. Now that I've shifted my life around, got back into shape, got, doing things to help improve my overall health, one of which is TRT. And your boy is raging, raging, Tim. And I'm struggling with that, man. Because I am,
I understand. But this is the battle.
Yes.
That I think you need to learn in your mind too. Like this whole mind thing, it's just a mind thing.
Yeah.
I understand all of it. Believe me, I'm very aware of it.
And I mean, I'm doing, dude, like I'm working out 2 hours a day. I am trying to stay busy with the editing, planning, research. I got still the full-time job, right. Like I'm trying, it's not like I'm just sitting around.
No.
But those moments that I am sitting around, I'm like.
Yeah. And then when you're on there and people are hollering at you and everything else. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I get it. But this is what's going to make you a man.
Yeah. Yeah.
Bro.
Why does that have to be so hard?
You gotta,
no, but it's doable.
100% sharpen that steel.
No. And that, and honestly, even from like a faith perspective, I don't want to, I'm real enough to know that there's things I'm going to sound like a hypocrite on.
Yeah.
The reality is everyone watching, I'm sure there's plenty of times where you've been hypocritical,
Of course.
No one's immune to that.
No.
But obviously the difference between someone that is a hypocrite just for hypocrite's sake, or a person that falls and stumbles and realizes it and is man or woman enough to acknowledge like, yo, dude, I'm saying this, but I'm acting like this. I need to change that.
Yeah, don't doubt.
So I know there's plenty of things about me that I'm like, I can't be talking about God and repping God and then doing the things that I'm doing,
right.
Right.
Yeah.
But it is a process and it's my own internal battle. Like I'm not too worried about people judging me for that because at the end of the day, it's between me and God.
No doubt. Oh no, that's ultimately the truth.
And I ultimately ask, and just like it says in the Bible, ye who have not sinned, cast the first stone. And I'm gonna hear a lot of rocks dropping right now. You know what I mean? So that's the thing is like, I'm trying to be true to my faith. I'm trying to be true to myself, but it's like,
it's hard.
A new lease on life, bro. Like, I like I told you, I feel like I'm 18 again.
Yeah.
I've lost. I'm at 210 by the way now.
Damn, bro.
That's 340. What is that? Thank you, man. 130 pounds, bro.
In a person
in like 9 months.
That's insanity.
Yeah,
it's insanity, dude.
And to go from that to
you were literally 340 9 months ago.
9 months ago, I was 340 pounds.
Holy crap!
Yeah,
that's crazy.
And like that amount of shift, you get your confidence back.
Yeah.
And if I'm being real, bro, your boy was smooth back in the day. I pulled.
Hey,
I
don't doubt.
You know what I mean? So you met one of my ex-girlfriends. Yeah.
You were able to be very attractive people. Yes.
I was a ladies' man.
Yes.
And humbly, I'll say that. Yeah, exactly. It was 100%. I believe wholeheartedly you can be a freaking hot guy, but if you don't got game, man.
But this is one reason why I think even more so that you need to stay your course.
Yeah, and stay
is because
disciplined.
Look at how like you were on a high at one point when you're younger.
Yeah.
And you had girlfriends and you were able to feel like you were the man, right?
Yeah.
Then you had this major low.
Yes.
There's no reason why you can't have another low.
No, 100%.
You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So be very, for one, cautious of that,
Yes.
getting your mind into that low state.
Yeah.
And in all of these struggles on staying celibate, waiting for the right person,
Yeah.
all of these things, these are nothing is going to strengthen you more
Mhm.
than that type of,
Yeah.
just grind
No, that's facts.
on not letting your flesh fall
Yeah.
for just all these nonsense.
Yeah.
Because it's so much nonsense.
It is. It is. It
so
is.
many girls out there. I mean, bless their hearts. I wish nothing but the best for all these people. But bro, there are some demonic people out there.
Oh, for sure.
That only want to see you fall.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They really do. They want to see you fall.
Yeah.
And they're going to expect things from you.
Yeah.
They're going to expect you to act this way or act that way. And if that's not you, like, you can't be falling for it all.
Yeah.
You have to be able to stay strong.
No, 100%.
Yeah, I think that's my best advice is just,
what's funny?
Stick your course.
So crazy thing that you say this. I just had this past Sunday, my future brother-in-law, he got baptized.
Okay. Oh yeah, I heard.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
And my bro playboy. And the priest that did it, love him to death, dude. I'm actually trying to get him to come on the show.
Nice. Yeah.
He's just so dope. And he really understands, like, the one of the things about our faith, the Coptic faith, and the priesthood is, for the most part, our priests are great, right? But a lot of them are old school, and they don't really understand what, a person my age and even like the younger youth are dealing with here, because they all came from Egypt and stuff like that. This priest grew up here. He's actually fairly young. I think he's either in his late 30s or his early 40s, and that's really young for a priest.
Yeah, definitely.
And he used to work in psychology. He was like I think a substance abuse therapist. And he really gets, like, even the lingo. Like, he'll mention things during the mass, which is so funny to me. Like, he was talking about something this past Sunday, and he's like, the kids say, you're cooked. You know what I mean? Like, and it's just so crazy to hear that in that setting, Right. So he mentioned something, and he was saying, like, do not be overly confident when you are dealing with the devil.
No doubt.
He is the devil.
Smooth.
You are not going to beat him.
No.
Your humility and to know that I can't handle this, I need God to have me on this, is what's going to actually be able to help you, defend yourself against any of those evil actions, right?
Yes.
But he said something even deeper that I was just like, wow, facts. He said, you don't think that the devil wants you away from God. He wants you in church. He wants you trying, because when you're lukewarm, what does God say? I'll spew you out of my mouth. Either you're hot or you're cold. For if you're lukewarm, I spew you out. He said he doesn't want you far away from God, because when you are cold and you falter, what do? You turn to God. But when you're
cold and then hot.
Exactly.
Yes, but when you're
lukewarm, you go from one drastic end
to the other.
Right. And that usually ends up being to God. Right. So that you actually come to him. But if you're that person that's going to church every week and you're like, oh, I'm here, but I'm still doing this on the weekdays, you know what I mean? That's where he wants you. He wants you in that limbo, that lingo, So
play with you,
when he said that, I was like, man, that is such big facts.
Bro, that
really
is such big facts.
It really is. It really is. Because you think like, oh, I'm here, I'm trying, like but you're actually right where he wants you.
Yeah.
Either you're fully committed or you're not, you know? So, when he said that, I was just like, damn, that is so true. So
Dude,
true.
And Satan is so smooth,
cunning.
Bro.
Yeah.
He knows all of your weaknesses. He knows how to get to you. And that's what I'm saying. Like, you know what I mean? That fall can come again.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
However that fall comes.
And I'm not oblivious to that.
Right. And so just be very aware of that, because, we don't want to, for one, we definitely don't want that happening again. Yeah. But at the same time, just, we got to keep our eyes open for that.
And he
well said, man.
He said something else too. He's like, you got to think about this. Satan has been around since the beginning. He has data on mankind from the jump.
Yes.
So he knows how you're thinking, what you like, what you don't like, what your weaknesses are, what your strengths are. All these things he knows. And he is the ultimate of ultimate deceivers. And like, you know what I mean? So it's like you're going against the top of the top. Like,
Yeah.
you would be silly to think, oh, I can handle it. I can handle it,
Right.
you know? So, I mean, it's just,
No.
it's so true, man. It's so true.
Man, that's
Yeah.
good.
Yeah. But that's why we have
like the way you said that,
Mm.
we recently just had probably about a year ago or less than a year ago, there was a sermon about that, about being all in.
Yeah.
Very similar to what you're saying.
Mm.
But, he didn't say, my pastor's a rock star, like total freaking rock star.
Yeah.
But the way you said it right now, I mean, that hit just differently for whatever reason. I mean,
Yeah.
I really like that. Whether you lukewarm,
yeah,
exactly where he wants you.
Yeah. No, for sure.
That's really, I mean, if I look back at my life and I'm looking back of the times I've really fell, it was those lukewarm times.
Mm-hmm.
And then I would go from lukewarm to cold to hot.
Mm-hmm.
Does that make sense?
Oh yeah.
So, but that lukewarm time was the longest period.
Yeah.
And and then, you could go from hot to lukewarm too.
Right.
Like, it's just falling down that slide almost.
Yeah.
And, but that lukewarm is exactly where he wants you.
is.
It's always where the biggest falters happen, because once you're cold, you're cold, and immediately
I got to get back on track.
You got to get on track.
Yeah.
That lukewarm, it's almost like anything where they always say, like, this goes for welfare or all this assistance. The worst thing you can almost have is being in that midpoint.
Yeah.
It's just enough where you don't need
to push it to
you don't need to you don't need to go get a job. You don't need to go fix your marriage. You don't need to fix your body.
True.
When you're in that lukewarm period is really where all the damage happens. If welfare just stopped, it would force you to get and force you to be into the cold, which would force you to get into the hot,
exactly.
Right? It forces those moments. But in that lukewarm point, you're not, there's nothing pushing you. You're just content.
Oh yeah.
And everything bad happens in that moment.
Everything. And again, like that's the deception. When you're lukewarm, you feel like, oh, I'm still going to church. I'm still doing right things, but I'm sinning. Oh, no big deal. I'll repent. I'll repent. And that's the thing is we should be so thankful and not take it for granted that we have the ability to know, hey, if I do mess up, I can repent.
We have a forgiving
and God is going to forgive me. But the problem is a lot of Christians and a lot of people that are God-fearing, they take advantage of that. Oh, I'll do this. No big deal. I'll ask him for forgiveness. And they just do it again and again and again.
And that's not really how it works with God. God knows your heart.
Exactly.
You're saying, don't worry, God's going to forgive me.
Yeah.
No. He's not going to forgive you.
Those are the ones where he's like, nah, playboy.
He only forgives you when you're actually sorry.
You feel that conviction.
Yeah.
And you're like, dude, I'm trying, but I'm weak.
Yes.
I'm weak. Like, you know this. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And that's, and just speaking to that, man, I mean, for me, like, I'm a testament to that because I was so lukewarm for so many years during that time. And then when I did finally hit that rock bottom, when I was like, dude, I have to change. Like, this is not good anymore. Like, I have to, So it's just the truth. But it's just crazy because if I'm being honest with myself, I'm worried too, because I do feel like maybe I am sliding a little bit in my focus as far as like with these girls. And it's not even so much like the girls, but like maybe the ones that maybe I'm attracted to or going for that I know aren't going to be good for me. Yeah.
Yeah. No,
and it's just like, I'm just like, oh, maybe I can change, or maybe I can do this. Maybe I can do that. And I'm just like, you cannot think.
Yeah. That's the mentality.
Yeah.
That you need to find a woman who's going to follow.
Yes.
Follow you.
Yeah.
Do not look for someone
ultimately bring me closer to God. Like I've said
that's
before.
it.
Yeah.
But that's part of it. I truly believe that no one has brought me closer to God than my wife.
Yeah.
And throughout my entire life, no one has brought me closer to God from my wife. And my wife wasn't even Christian when we got together.
Okay.
But no one has brought me closer to God.
That's my point.
I also am the one who originally brought her to God.
Okay, so that's the thing.
Does that make sense?
Yes, and you said this in episode 3 with my sister. When you said, how did you know that you weren't going to be the catalyst to bringing him closer to God? And so that's my mindset going into these scenarios. I'm like, okay, maybe she's not focused on God, but maybe I'm the messenger for God. Like I'm the vessel that's going to bring her closer. And ultimately that's more important than the relationship working.
Yeah. Agreed. Yes.
Like that's usually what I say. I'm like, okay, let me give it a chance. But then I'm just like, wait, when do I know that I'm falling for a dark path with this person compared to, oh, wait, this is intended. But ultimately, the way I look back at it too, because I go in these battles internally, I'm like, oh, should I not? Should I not? But I'm like, you know what? This is where I have to be like, Bishoy, remove your brain because it's never served you well.
Right.
Let God do his thing. if it's going to happen, it's going to happen.
Yeah.
If it's not going to happen, it's not going to happen.
Yeah.
So that's the type of mindset I try to have now.
Yeah. And also living the life that God would intend you to live.
Yeah.
So, but that would also mean, not sharing yourself with everybody.
Yeah.
Not holding yourself out.
Yeah.
Not, doing all of these things are really going to, again, those are what's going to keep you, for one, on the straight and narrow. It's not going to let you fall. Cause even with men, I know that we can have sex and without feelings.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it definitely, for the wrong people, it boosts your feelings.
Yeah, for sure.
If you're digging a person, you have sex with them, now all of a sudden, even as a man, you're kind of like, yeah, I like this person a little bit more now.
Exactly.
I want to do that again.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Let's do that. Let's do that more often.
Yeah.
And so when that happens, that's when Satan will get you.
100%.
Because that's the moments where you're going to be weak.
Yeah.
And even though it's the wrong person.
Yeah.
And you're trying to convince yourself, man, I would date all these girls and I would have these relationships for years, maybe 2 years in relationships. And I'll call my friends and I'll bitch at them and all these different things. And then they would be like, man, like, why are you trying to convince yourself and me that this girl's good? Like,
you keep justifying it.
Why are you justifying it? Like, when it's a good relationship, it's all good.
You don't have to try.
And you're not trying to tell your friend, like, oh, yeah, she does this and she does that. She's bad at this.
But we're going to do this. But we're going to try.
Yeah. Like, there's none of that.
Yeah.
And when it's good, it just works. It just all flows.
Yes. Yeah.
And,
but what if it's flowing with the wrong person?
No, that's where you got to really check
yourself.
And be honest with yourself and be honest with the situation. Is this person going to follow you?
Yeah.
So I think ultimately as a man, you need to be followed.
Yeah.
You need to be the leader of the house.
You need to lead. Yeah.
And so if that's what you want, like if you want one of these other relationships, like, hey, that's on you. But I think your wife needs to follow you.
Yeah.
You need to be a man worth following.
Yeah.
Don't find a woman who's just going to follow you for the sake of following you.
Yeah.
Like, you need to be consistent and show up enough and competent enough that she could trust you and that you're going to be followable.
Yeah.
Right. And then also, like, have some self-respect.
Yeah.
And I think if you find someone who not only has self-respect for herself, she's got bikini pictures and thong pictures. And all these things out on
all the red flags.
All on her page. Bro, all red flags.
Yeah.
Pay attention to all that stuff.
Yeah.
And, she's got she's in Mulan and fucking Australia and then, Tokyo and all by herself, only plates for her food by herself.
Yeah.
Bro, dudes take her to all these places.
Yes, for sure.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
So, just pay attention to all these things.
Yeah. Don't be oblivious to it.
Yeah. But at the same time, ultimately, you have to be the man.
Yeah.
And what I mean by that is you have to be a man who's going to be able to lead and be convicted in your own beliefs.
Yeah.
To stick to it and be disciplined in your own beliefs, to say, like, look, this is how I'm running my life.
Yeah.
If you want to be with me and you want to run this life, this is what it's going to look like. And this is what I'm doing.
Yeah.
If you don't, no problem. I'm going to keep going this way.
Yeah.
And that right person for you will come in.
I'm with it.
Yeah, I'm with it. Let's do this.
Yeah.
And she'll come in, she'll follow you and you guys. And at that point, obviously that person has that input on, like, hey, I've noticed this. Like, Bushoy, like, I'm going to let you know about that. And you can actually take that information and be like, all right, I know my partner has my best interest. You taking that, let's say you're 50% making a decision, her 10% or her 20% input will make it 70%. And then now you can make that decision.
Yeah.
Ultimately, the decision falls on you, but you're going to take her input because she's your partner. And you also recognize that she has your best interests at heart, like you have hers. And at that moment that, could flow in a real good way.
Yeah.
But if it's like her conflict constantly conflicting with your ideas, bro, that just doesn't work.
Yeah.
If she's having selfish actions and you're having selfish actions, or your actions are the good of the family and her actions are the good of her, bro, that's just going to be, you've got to pay attention to these things.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But, but I think a lot of what you have gone through, and this is truth, what you have gone through has helped you grow up.
Oh, dude.
And helped you understand a lot of these things.
Absolutely.
So don't regret nothing that you've
No,
gone through.
never,
You know
never,
what I'm saying?
never. I'm so
Because
thankful for it.
You're definitely
actually.
much more of a mature man than,
Yeah.
than when we used to hang out.
Yeah, for sure. I mean? Yeah.
And the fact you're even asking me these things.
Yeah, shows it.
Shows that.
Yeah.
Should I do this?
Right.
I could tell by you not going out with all these people.
Yeah.
You not pushing it. You're not really making all these priorities.
Yeah.
Keeping the show or keeping work and keeping
Yeah.
your fitness.
Yeah.
All in line.
Yeah.
Before all of this,
Yeah.
bro, these are all like major like grow up moments.
I appreciate you saying that, man, because that is the reality. Is like I know I'm very capable of backsliding.
Yeah.
I know that it's a real, like, I would be silly to think that I'm like, oh, I got a grip on it.
Yeah.
Like I'm good. I'm solid. Like it's never gonna happen. Even though internally I do feel like, man, I'm just done with that lifestyle.
I feel that too.
But
yeah,
you know how it is, man. It is still relatively fresh, still relatively new. I don't know how I'm going to feel in like 2-3 years and be like, man, I'm over it or whatever, this or that.
Also, when life comes and kicks you in the ass.
Exactly.
Because there's going to be that low moment.
Yes,
there's going to be that moment where, this happens, that happens.
Exactly.
And then immediately life is not what it was.
And I'm trying to prep myself for that, man. Whether it's, God forbid, like a death in the family or, losing a job or, whatever, there's you can't just expect it's always gonna be sunshine and rainbows.
Yeah, no.
And
hell no.
It just, what I try to tell myself now is like, be thankful, dude. If today was a good day, be thankful.
Yep.
If your family is still alive, be thankful. If you still have a paycheck coming in, be freaking thankful, because Bishoy, you know what it looks like to not have it. You know what it looks like to lose a father. You know what it looks like to freaking be a loser. You know what it looks like to be 340 pounds. You know what it looks like to be broke. You know what I mean? So it's just like, I keep telling myself, I'm like, dude, whenever I start getting like, oh, this sucks or that sucks, I'm like, man, thank you, God.
Yes, yeah.
Thank you, bro. Thank you. Good looks.
Yeah.
No, that's the reality of it, man. You got to. I don't know. We'll see. I'm just, I'm.
It's a good form of entertainment right now.
It is.
And I think you're handling it well.
Yeah.
I think just pace yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah. Really question yourself. Like, okay, if you're talking to X amount of girls, like, I don't want to say rate them, because that's kind of wrong way to do it. But at the same time, like, look at the red flags now.
No, for sure.
Kind of like even try to narrow that down to like something that's manageable, or something that's like, okay, I could actually, this is someone I can actually take serious.
Exactly. I don't think there's anything wrong with even saying rate them in the sense of like, hey, priority wise. Like,
yeah, right.
Hey, this person is this, like, and there's a bunch of factors where they live.
Bro, where they live is
super big.
So high on that.
Yeah, bro. Yeah.
Totem pole, you have no
big.
idea. Because if you find someone who matches all the boxes, but they live 2.5 hours away, it's like the odds of that are slim to none. Yeah. So that one convenience is huge.
Yes, absolutely.
And especially with what you got going on.
Yeah.
Man, imagine how much time that's going to take.
Oh, dude. Yeah.
And
that's another thing is I would need someone that's like understanding, like, yo, dude, I'm busy.
Yeah.
I'm very busy, but it's all in the efforts of trying to create a better life for that person that I end up with, you know?
Because that person, hopefully, if they're, obviously anyone of any value is also busy.
Yeah.
If they have whatever family, they have their church, they have this, whatever it is that they do, they're going to have a life. They're not just sitting there.
Yeah.
But
what's funny is I was talking to someone, and they were saying how if you truly desire that thing or that person, you're going to make time for it.
Oh, for sure.
And I feel like that is true in the sense of, if it is a person that I'm into and I want to make it work, you find a way to make it work.
Yeah.
Just like anything in life, honestly. That's like going back to when people come up with these excuses like, oh, I'm not in shape because whatever, like I get off work real late or this or that. I used to be that person, and now I look back and I laugh at that person because I'm like, dude, you were so full of ish.
Yeah, right.
You just were making excuses. You were just being lazy. You were just being pathetic. If I really want to get back into shape, I was like, I know what I need to do.
Mm-hmm.
I need to stay consistent in the gym and I need to push it.
Right.
I knew, whatever, I want to start this. I was like, I'm going to stop being that person that talks about it. Like, oh, we should start this. Oh, we should do that. I was like, you know what? I'm going to actually get in my car, drive down to that studio, and I'm going to get this popping with Tim. You know what I mean? Like, so you just got to take action, man.
So what do you think when you really look back? What are you looking for? Are you looking to find someone long term? Are you looking for just keep it casual? What are you like? What does your mind think that you're really looking for?
I love that you asked that. I would like, because it takes time, right?
Yeah.
I'm 35 years old. I don't want to like start a relationship at 37, hoping to get married by 40, you know, because I mean, unless it's like, oh my gosh, this person was literally handcrafted, which inshallah, God willing, that will be the case. But, you know, it takes time to get to know someone. It takes time to know like, yo, this is the one. I want to marry this person. So I want to start something now, not with the hopes of like, oh, I'm trying to get married next month or this year or next year, but I want to start the process of like, yo, let's start getting to know each other.
Right.
Let's grow in this relationship. And then if it does make sense to get married next year or whatever, okay, cool. You know, I'm just kind of like going with the flow in that regard. But yeah, no, I would like someone to settle down with. I'm not like just looking for just random hookups.
Right.
Even though the TRT is, TRT is, man, it is. But I don't want to be that. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. It's just the struggle.
So but looking for more something long term.
Yeah, absolutely. Something more serious.
That's good.
Yeah.
I mean, you've been single long enough.
I have, bro.
So it's not like, you know.
And also too, like if I'm being honest with myself, like, you know, I'm the type of guy that when I'm in a relationship, I treat my girl like a queen, you know, as she should be, because I'm a king. She needs to be a queen. So I miss that, the intimacy. I miss like the cuddles, the conversations that you have with that person, like the vulnerability that you can do with that person, you know, like that is, you know, it's been a minute. So I miss that aspect of it too. And then ultimately, man, I think, which is why everyone ends up getting married, is like, you don't want to die alone. You don't want to die alone, bro. And I'm thinking about it like, okay, yeah, I have a sister. My parents aren't going to live forever. My father obviously is not here, but my mom's not going to live forever. God forbid, please don't anytime soon. No kidding. But, you know, my sister is getting married. She's going to have her own life. God willing, start a family. You know, like I'm going to be on my own. Right. So it's like, I need to work on trying to start a family. If it's in the cards for me, you know, again, at the end of the day, it's God's will. Right. And I'm a firm believer too. You know, I'm okay with the idea of, you know, if it's just not in the cards, like if God's like, hey bro, I'm sorry, but it's just, you're not meant for marriage or whatever, then I have to accept that, you know, but we'll see. There's no way of knowing until I
think you're meant for marriage. I think everyone's meant for marriage, to be honest. Yeah. It's because, well, that's why God made Eve.
No, it is.
You know what I'm saying? To have a
companionship.
You know what I mean? He didn't put us on here to be, just
alone. Yeah.
You know, so I do think that every man deserves, or doesn't deserve, but every man should have a woman.
Yeah.
But, you know, I mean, for one, I'm so strong on, you got to be the man though.
Yeah, no, for sure.
That's just.
And you know what? I think about it all the time. When you said you need to be what you want to attract. Yeah. Bro, that's bars and facts. And I've like, ever since you've said that, it's been in my brain. Yeah. I was like, dude,
good. It's super good. Yes. Keep on reciting
Absolutely.
That. Like,
absolutely.
Be the person.
Yes.
You will put out what you are.
Yeah.
And you will attract what you are.
Yeah. Yeah.
And man,
it's like how they say you are what you eat.
Yes.
You know, you're going to pull or attract the type of girl that you are, like your energy is going to draw that energy in that sense, you know? Yes.
So that little like,
yeah, I know,
TRT,
man.
You don't want to be pulling some girl who's also like,
yeah, because then that's how you get effed up, because you might be, and then you end up falling for her and she's like, I'm with other guys.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Exactly.
So
exactly.
And then you're all effed up about it, you know? So yeah, no, I get it. Yeah.
But yeah, no, good. I think honestly, I think you're all on the right track. You just got to stay the course.
Appreciate it, man. I'm trying.
Putting in the work.
I'm trying.
And just using your brain.
Yeah. You know? We'll see. Just pray for your boy.
Of course. Your boy. Always, man. Always.
You got any other, we got 6 more minutes.
6 more minutes. You want to solve the Ukrainian war real quick?
What's going on with that?
I don't know. I know Putin and Trump met.
But I heard something about the guy from Ukraine saying he's not happy with the map.
Yeah, because the line's drawn. So he's saying he wants, certain territories because I think he wants all the territories. He wants Russia to leave completely, which doesn't look like that's going to happen. So, I mean,
did you hear about the whole B-2 bomber flying over?
Yeah.
You think that was like what he was actually trying to do, or was it just a coincidence? I've heard different stories.
Oh, I'm sure it was what he was trying to do. He's trying to show
a flex,
show a force.
like, hey,
bro,
playboy,
this is what we are.
Yeah.
I don't blame. They walked right past all these fighter jets.
Yeah.
I mean, it was pretty intimidating. You know, I mean, it was like, look, this is what we got.
Do you feel like Putin was intimidating? I just don't feel like he's that
I don't
guy.
think he's that guy.
Yeah.
No,
I think he's like, I'm crazy too, bro.
Yeah. I don't think, it's like, hey, this is my,
Do you believe that? Because I was hearing things about how they're like, the whole premise behind it was Trump was saying, you see that thing? I flew 6 of those bad boys to Iran, bombed the ish out of them, and not one country detected it. So he's pretty much saying like, yo, I can get to you without you even knowing it. But do you believe that?
I believe nothing was said.
Yeah.
I believe it was just there.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, oh.
What a coincidence.
What a coincidence is flying above.
Yeah.
Anyways, I'm glad you're here.
Yeah.
It's just like, look, he just let it all show.
Yeah.
I mean, he didn't need to say anything.
Yeah. It spoke for itself.
Yeah, it spoke for itself. Yeah. And then he just continued with the conversation about it. Look, bro, the body language, if you watched any of it, the body language looked very, very good for both men.
Okay.
Putin
so no like
Trump
awkwardness
both
or weirdness.
Looked like very comfortable.
Okay.
They did not, I don't feel like anybody was in fear of anything.
No tension, no nothing.
It looked very, very good.
Okay.
It looked probably, I bet you, very intense.
Okay.
I bet you it was very, but I think these are two men who are ready for that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. I mean, you're talking about the top of the game.
Yeah, bro.
These are the top of the top.
Two of the most influential people in the world.
Yeah, no doubt. And it's pretty interesting to see. Have you ever seen Putin's history of what his life?
All I know is my boy likes to horseback ride with no shirt on. That's all I know.
No, man. Next week,
hard?
Bro, yeah, real hard.
Really?
Real hard. Poor family. Bro, it's gnarly to become who he is.
Yeah.
I mean, it's one hell of a story.
Like one of those rags to riches kind of things?
Kind of, yeah. I mean, again, I don't find Putin to be like a upstanding man by any means.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like, bro, hard times create hard men.
Yeah.
And, I mean, much respect, even regardless of whether right or wrong.
Yeah.
I mean, I do believe he has
that to where
Russia's best interest at heart.
Yeah.
I think he has himself
at least in his mind. Yeah.
In his mind, the way he would do things, right? Because there is that saying, like, if you were Hitler, you would do just exactly what Hitler did. And when you tell people that, they're kind of like, no, not me.
Yeah.
It's like, you're not understanding. If you were Hitler, you would have done everything Hitler would have done because you
felt
had
like your people were being this.
You grew up in this point and you had this happen to you and you lived everything he did.
Yeah.
It creates that personality and that personality and those life experiences.
Yes.
This thing happened and you're in that position and blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
It all snowballs and this is where he became what he is, right?
Yeah.
And so people always want to think that they have their brain in that person. It's just like that. That's not how that works, bro.
Yeah.
And anyways.
And that goes back to like why I do my best to try to be like understanding and sympathetic and empathetic to people is because I know based on the exposure that they've had in life, whether the environment or the family they grew up in or whatnot, I can't expect a person to share my mindset or my thoughts because I'm like, if they grew up with like an abusive father or grew up on the streets, or it's going to change you.
Yes.
It's going to change how you view the world, So I get why people act these kind of ways, but at the same time, ultimately it doesn't give an excuse for a person to be like to one extreme. No, it's like you still know right and wrong. Yes. You still know this and that. It's just like you might just be a little bit more effed up than the rest of us, or whatever, relatively speaking. Absolutely. But it's all it doesn't. It's an interesting thing because I feel like that kind of stuff, like you're a product of your environment, your traumas from your past and your youth, they define who you are. Like the person standing in front of you today, and even with me, like my whole thing, even though it wasn't in my youth, but relatively in like my adolescence, that defines who I am today. That experience. For sure. So. But we should talk about it next week.
Yeah, I'll research a little bit more, and I don't want to say the story just because I can't recite it very well. But I mean, what I remember, I read it about a couple weeks ago. and it's pretty intense.
Yeah.
It's like, dang, this is pretty rough. So that's interesting. Did you watch any of the Chimaev fight? Any of the was Duplessis against
the most recent UFC fight?
Yeah.
No, I heard about it though.
Yeah.
By the way, I was gonna make a little
South African guy got whooped.
That is why, speaking of like growing up rough and all that, why all these dudes from like Kazakhstan and Dagestan, they're effing everyone up because it's like they grew up like wrestling bears and like freaking, you know, the hardest type of upbringing you could imagine.
Yes.
We are so soft compared to these guys.
Oh, bro.
You know what I mean? So it's like, yeah, that's why they can come in and they're like, oh, this is light work.
Honest to God, like I thought he was so good, Chimaev. But I also thought Duplessis was going to whoop him because he's so much bigger. And it was just complete opposite.
Which guy's the guy from, I don't even know.
So
like
Chimaev's from what, you know, he's like Khabib's camp.
Okay. All right. So then that's all you had to say. I already know it's some type of stand.
Yeah. And then again, I can't say it right now. I don't know where it's from, but, and then, Duplessis from South Africa. And but he whooped like, you know, Sean Strickland, he beat, you know, he's beaten a lot of badass dudes.
And old boy from whatever stand beat his ass.
Bro, Duplessis hit him like 49 times or swung 49 times. Chimaev had the most punches landed and thrown in UFC history. 530 punches.
Wow.
Like, and the old record was like 311.
Wow.
Like smashed the record.
Damn.
Yeah, just completely.
All around, it was a good fight.
12 takedowns out of 17 for Chimaev.
Wow.
Duplessis got like, I think 1 takedown. The first time Chimaev has ever been taken down in his whole career. Just takedowns. He got 1.
Wow.
And still dominated the fight.
Who won?
Chimaev.
Smashed
him. Yeah, smashed him.
The guy from South Africa?
But it still was, no.
Oh, the other guy. Okay, yeah. Okay.
And it was still a decision though. It wasn't
really. It wasn't like a knockout or TKO
or a submission. No.
Bro, I can't even watch these fights because I don't have the things.
It's gonna get on Paramount. So Paramount just bought all the UFC for like 7.7 billion.
Bro, that's where it's at. Like these little.
Yeah. So now everything's gonna be on Paramount.
Where if you have a Paramount membership, you can watch
every single fight.
Is it on ESPN Plus?
It is right now. Yes. There's not gonna be no more pay-per-view anymore either.
Really?
It's all gonna be on Paramount.
Okay, good. Yeah. There's more money in that long term, I think.
Oh yeah, no,
it just makes more sense.
Dude, Paramount had some crazy money. Especially when it was buying some of those NFL games, like $100 million for one game. Really? It was like a Dolphins Kansas City game. Like it was really a popular game. I think it was last year or the year before. It's like for $100 million. It's like, what the heck?
Just to view it on their platform.
Yeah. One game.
Wow.
And it wasn't, I think it was like a holiday game, you know, like a Thanksgiving game.
That's it?
Yeah.
If it was Super Bowl, okay, I get it.
No, it was just a random ass game. It was like,
that is
this
wild.
Is crazy.
Yeah. That is wild.
So, yeah, it's pretty crazy. But it brought a ton of followers to that.
That's
platform,
what I'm thinking. You know? Like, obviously, that's why
they got to compete with Netflix and bro, cable TV's done.
So, in my opinion, the hierarchy, it's Netflix. I would have to probably give it to Hulu second, HBO Max third, and then I'd probably go Paramount, Peacock.
Where's Amazon in that?
Oh shoot, Netflix, Hulu.
Maybe Amazon.
Max, Amazon.
You think Max before Amazon?
Yeah. I mean, for me at least.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah.
I don't
because
have
Amazon
Max.
is like, you go on there and they have access to all the dopest stuff, but you got to pay.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, bro.
Yeah.
And the stuff that is available, it's like, whatever.
Yeah.
You know?
It's almost stuff you can find on other platforms anyway. It's like
literally. Yeah. The only time that like Amazon's dope to me is like if you got bread like that and you don't mind dropping $25 just to rent it.
Yeah.
I'm like, I might as well just go watch it in the theater and get the full experience.
For sure.
You know? And then it's like, but their pricing model is smart to a degree because it's like $25 to rent it or $29 to own it.
Right.
You know? So it's just like, all right. But
because I think Netflix has the originals that they produce.
Yeah, which are really good. Yeah, bro.
Definitely.
All the other ones, that's the one thing I say Netflix is like
it's top of the
better.
Game. Yeah, definitely.
Any originals that like Max does or Hulu, they're not. There's the only show.
Netflix is crazy good.
Amazing.
I mean, they're way up there.
The only show that I would say that I would be like, hands down is dope. That is not on Netflix is Hulu. It's The Bear.
Never heard of it.
Oh my God, bro. You got to watch it. So good. So good. It won like tons of awards, Golden Globes, stuff like that. Nice. Have you heard about that Hunting Wives? We'll wrap with this, but have you heard about that Hunting Wives show? Mm-mm. So crazy story.
Hulu too, or?
No, Netflix.
Okay. Hunting Wives?
Hunting Wives.
Okay.
Do not let the kids be around when you watch this. When I went on that date with the first one ever,
okay,
on Hinge, she put me onto it. It is literally a lesbian porno.
Oh my goodness.
It is about like the story. I haven't like really watched it. I just like started it and then I was like, oh, she wasn't lying. It's a lesbian porno.
Oh, like
it is about like these like down south like politicians, like Texas area or whatever.
Okay.
These politicians and all the politicians' wives. And they're like inner circle.
And they just all hook up with each other.
They all cheat on their husbands with each other.
Oh my goodness.
And they do not censor.
Really?
Yeah.
What the heck?
Like you are seeing some action.
Right.
And I was just like, whoa.
Right.
This is porn.
TRT's kicking in.
The TRT's kicking in, Playboy. And I was just like, all right, Hulu.
Yeah.
I need to go to Hulu right now. Hulu's a little more G-rated.
Seinfeld.
Yeah, bro. Freaking, what's the one? Baby Shark or something like that. I need to get my mind completely away from it. But yeah, bro, it's wild. If you're, I mean, not saying you should watch it, but
yeah, probably not.
Yeah. It's not, honestly, it's, unless you're a girl, I don't think any guy would enjoy it. I mean, they would enjoy it, but I'm just saying,
watch any like House of Cards or?
Oh yeah,
you watch that one?
I was just pissed. Old boy had to screw it all up with his little gay actions, but
I didn't watch all of it. I just watched the first season of it.
It's good. It's
Peaky
good.
Blinders. Have you watched that one?
Oh, fire!
Yeah, that one's good. I haven't got through all of it, but I've gotten through that.
That one's really, really good. Oh man, if we're talking shows, this is reminding me of the era because all I did was freaking go to work and just watch. Yeah. Oh man, there's so many good ones, dude.
Did you ever watch Vikings?
I did, but I got pissed after Old Boy died.
Oh, okay.
The main character.
Yeah.
I was like, dude, what?
Yeah.
After one season too? Like, how are you going to kill him off after one season?
Yeah.
It sucked. But it was good still. Like, they still did well, but I don't know. But he still made cameos.
Right.
And I'm like, dude, if he was going to make cameos, like,
why'd you
unless he like booked another show or something and he like was limited, that's the only thing that made sense. But
what's the other one like that era of super popular? It's like
Game of Thrones?
Game of Thrones, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, bro. I didn't
watch
I've watched that twice.
Oh, did you? Okay.
All 6 seasons.
Have you ever watched any of like it's the teenage ones? Like Ozark, not Ozark.
Ozark is good though. I didn't finish.
My boys watched it a million times. What are the ones like they're like it's like teenagers?
What's going on in it?
They're like adventure, like they're getting chased by their dad's a jerk, and then they're getting.
It's a show.
Yeah, it's a show. Yeah.
Huh. On Netflix?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'd have to see, or if you like told me a scene.
But so, what else do you like? What else are you watching?
I've always been a big documentary guy, but show wise, I've seen so many, man.
Outer Limits.
Oh, that one's pretty good.
One of those.
Outer Limits.
Those ones. Yeah,
that one's good.
Yeah, okay.
That one's like.
You've seen those?
I watched. Well, I think I watched first season. Pretty good.
Yeah.
And then
you watch Ozark too?
I did, but I didn't finish the last season.
Gotcha.
I don't know. I'm weird, bro. Like I'll be into a show, and then I usually prefer to wait until it's all the way out because I hate when it's like, all right, season 3, season 4 is coming up. Because then I like lose interest, and then getting back into it, like it doesn't catch for me, and I'm just like, I don't even want to finish it.
Yeah.
Like that happened with me with The Bear. Like The Bear was fire. I was all about it the first 3 seasons, and then I think it's either the 3rd or the 4th season that's out now. And I tried to start, but the other thing too is honestly, I'm just too busy.
Yeah.
When I'm sitting at home now, like before, I wasn't doing ish, so I was just like, oh, I can watch. I got nothing else going on. Now it's like I'm sitting. I'll be like, all right, I need to take a break, bro. I'll start watching a show, but like, I need to finish editing. and I get up and I'm like, I need to go edit.
Yeah.
Or I need to be researching this.
Right.
Or I need to go work out. Or, you know what I mean? So I'm just like, I was like, dude, I've done enough TV watching.
Yeah,
I'm good.
exactly.
Like,
Exactly.
and it's always going to be there.
Right.
You know, I can always come back to it later.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
There's no need to like, oh, I need to watch this right now.
Yeah,
You know,
for sure.
it's like you said, I'd rather just work on myself and keep bettering myself. And then, you know, when I do eventually settle down and we're chilling on a Sunday, then I can watch these shows,
Right,
you know,
exactly.
so.
Nice.
But that is a wrap for
All right, y'all.
CVP. We'll be back next week. Tons of stuff coming up, man.
Yes,
I'm
we got
super
some
excited.
Good guess.
If you rock with us, please like, subscribe, follow, especially on that YouTube page, guys. Hit that subscribe button, please. And comment, man. We would love to hear from you guys. Tell us what you want us to talk about. Any type of insight you guys have on our conversation today. Any wisdom you want to drop on us. We are all ears. But until then, rock on.
Later.